Am I the asshole for not inviting my friend for the weekend? This story is recent, and I really wanted to know if I'm wrong or not. I recently started college with a longtime friend of mine, friend A, and coincidentally, we ended up in the same class. At the beginning of classes, I became friends with another girl, friend B, but I got close to her very quickly and we became very good friends, to the point of telling each other our whole lives. However, my friend A didn't really like her, but I really don't understand why, because friend B was always super nice and kind to friend A. Anyway, my friend A has a boyfriend and was going to spend the weekend in her boyfriend's city. Since I didn't want to stay in my city alone, friend B invited me to spend the weekend in her city. Since I knew that friend B wouldn't be here, I ended up not even mentioning to her that I was going to travel too, and I thought that friend B had told her. This happened on a Thursday, but I only confirmed that I was going on Friday, and I went to her house in a hurry. Friend A didn't show at any time that she was upset about it. On Saturday, we ended up going to a very famous club here in the area, and the ticket was quite expensive, but we ended up getting the ticket and the drink completely free. I was drunk and sent a message to friend A telling her that she was missing out, because on Friday she joked that we were jealous, because she was going to spend the weekend having sex, and we were just going to spend it the two of us. When she answered me, she was extremely curt, but my drunk brain didn't let me notice, and I continued, but she didn't answer me and just cut the subject short. Since I knew she wasn't like that, I asked what had happened. At first she denied it and said it was nothing, but I asked if she was mad because we didn't invite her, and I told her that friend B didn't invite her because she was going to travel. Then she told me that friend B didn't know she was going to travel and that she hadn't called because she didn't want to and that we were doing this to her for no reason. I explained that I didn't even know about it and that even so, it wouldn't be very nice of her to go out with us without him, since her boyfriend doesn't like that kind of thing and for her to do it secretly would be wrong. But she got stressed and said that she would never stop calling someone just because they had a boyfriend. I apologized and said that I never did anything without telling her. We had been best friends since forever. She said that I was doing things secretly. Yes, since one day I went out with friend B for smoking a joint, and we didn't call her, because she often criticizes those who do that, so we didn't call her, but I told her what we had done. But since then she's been angry, so I apologized for not telling her before, but I never felt comfortable telling her about it, because I know that she doesn't like friend B and thinks that she is influencing me to do it. She has told me this several times. But it's not true since I started doing it before I even met friend B, and most of our group of friends do it too, so there's no reason to say that friend B influenced me. I apologized and said that I really didn't know that friend B hadn't talked to her, but she again blamed me and said that we wouldn't have invited her for any reason, but I couldn't invite her anyway since it wasn't my house, and I was also going as a guest. I explained that maybe friend B didn't invite her because she was embarrassed to invite her, since ever since friend A met B, she kept saying things about not liking doing it and that she was in a relationship and didn't care about going to things without him anymore. That's what I told her. I know I'm wrong for not mentioning that I was going to that other city, but it's not my fault that friend B didn't invite her, because I really didn't know that she hadn't invited my friend. She said that we could have invited her at least to show that we wanted her to be there, even though we knew she was going to travel, because later she changed her story and said that yes, friend B had mentioned it with her, but I hadn't told her. Because the reason was obvious, friend A was going to travel and wouldn't be here. I explained again why friend B probably wouldn't have called her, and I apologized again. She said it wasn't my fault, but that she had been upset that we had gone out with another girl there, and that she was very upset about it. I apologized and she said it was okay and that even if we had called her she wouldn't go anyway, because we would be smoking all the time and that she doesn't like that. I was upset with what she said, because she had never complained before about me smoking. Like I said, we always hang out with people who do that, but since I started doing this with friend B, she starts hating it, and I just don't understand why. I understand that she Was upset that we didn't call her, but am I that much of an idiot? I was upset with certain things she said in the conversation, and I was wondering if I really am an idiot. She said she was very upset with me because I didn't say anything to her. But I only found out that I was actually going on Friday night before going to college, so I hadn't mentioned it to her because of that. I know I'm not right, but am I really an asshole? P.S. Sorry if my English is bad or wrong. It's not my first language.